Wagwan people, nakuaje machizen. Welcome to another episode of the Syntaxero podcast. Leo niko na special guest. She goes by the name of SERAPHINE. Nimepata? Sindio? Tuko hapa hivi tunataka kudiscuss design. Ni kama the boy child has been neglected. Kuna issues 1-2 zenye hawatusikii ama haziko taken seriously. So we to join ndani ya hii conversation, alafu pia utupatie perspective yako, au sio? So wacha tu roll intro, alafu tupatane hiyo pande nyingine masaa ya conversation. Kaboom! So, karibuni hapa hivi manze, this is another episode, I think ni 44 ama 45, siko sure. Utaangalia tu hapo chini kama uko confused ama. So, this time tunaenda kuongea about boy child na kama ako neglected ama wewe una feel aje. So, this is itakuwa a 2-part episode. The first part of the podcast itakuwa kwa channel yangu. The second part of the podcast nitaipata kwa channel yake, si ndio? Yeah, so mkimaliza hapa hivi mwende hiyo side msubscribe, na wale wenye wametoka hiyo side yake pia mkikuja huku hivi na subscribe
na swap.
Yep. Si ndio?
Yeah.
So tumeongea juu ya hizi vitu kidogo, but actually nataka tuanze na the fact that society has a lot to benefit kama kuna diversity, si ndio? Si lazima kukue na a specific gender for anything. Kukikuwa na diversity, society ina benefit. Na si in terms of gender pekee, in terms of ethnicities, in terms of age, in terms of like as long as kuna diversity kuna a lot to gain. Kila mtu anakuja na experience yake, kila mtu anakuja na prowess, si ndio?
Yeah.
So kumekuwa na vitu mbili. Culture, like historically, women have been marginalized. Si ndio? Hiyo ni ukweli. Like it's a fact. Na kwa hii process kumekuwa na rules zenye zimekuwa zikishikilia mamdemu wasi reach their full potential and everything, but as time inaendelea kusonga mbele, kuna vitu zimeputiwa in place zenye zinasaidia like girls, let's say just waweze ku reach their full potential na like bila limitations. Kusikuwe na limitations kwa sababu ya gender, si ndio? So ikifika pande ya boys, ningependa kwanza uone the fact that actually boys pia wako na issues. Ushanipata? Boys wako na issues the same way girls wako na issues. The only thing, maybe challenges zinaweza kuwa different.
Yes.
But the issues, they still exist. Ushanipata?
Nakusikiliza.
Yeah. So, tuanze kwanza na sijui unaona aje juu ya affirmative actions zenye ziko aimed at addressing inequality between men and women. Kama like the fact that ziko legislated, imewekwa hapo ikue sasa ni issue. Kama I think sisi kuna gender rule yenye inasaidia kukue na representation ya ladies kwa parliament.
Yes.
Kuna I think ndio hivyo, si ndio?
Yeah.
So hiyo vitu kama hizo zinasaidia, the affirmative actions zinasaidia. So hii pande nyingine sijui kama tunaweza pata affirmative actions za kusaidia the boy child.
Now you say so far what you're saying makes a lot of sense, but it is a concern to me. I will not tell you like 100% chenye unaongelelea ni kama mimi ndio hata sikuelewi. Okay. One, when you are talking of there has been ladies, there are things to take care of ladies,
Yep.
they've been implemented, but bado haijafikia. Actually, ladies, we feel like bado hatujafika kwenye tunaanza. We are just starting. We are like on the introduction of what we are asking for as ladies on matters equality. So I don't expect this coming from a man. I feel like it's too early for you to start telling us hata nyinyi mko na issues, because all this while you guys have been taken care of. It's been men. It's been men by society, of course. It's been men. So now that we've just mentioned ladies, your eyebrows are up. I mean, keep chill. We are just starting, and you better be ready to impress us, to accommodate us in those spaces, because we are now coming in full swing, and actually we are still asking for more space. We are like a bigger percentage. We've not been reached yet where we want to go. I know any woman, any lady following this, you will agree with me with that.
Sasa wacha nikuulize swali.
Yeah.
Huko mahali mnataka kuenda ni wapi? Like what's the end?
Si uko kwenye mko. Like wewe kutuambia mko na issues. What were you thinking? I mean, mko na issues, yes. Bring them on. Like we've always been tackling your issues. Na bado hatujakataa, by the way. Are we even complaining? We are still available. Like it has been that way. I don't know. Maybe you narrow it to me. What are you talking about in particular? Because now, let me I'm talking spaces of education.
Yeah.
Let me space of education, or maybe politics. I think when I use politics, it will bring out this more clearly with education, because we have so far we have same platforms, but now politics.
Yeah.
Yes. So you see, we are talking of even now the current talk. It's so one of the things that we are celebrating as women. We'll just borrow the Tanzanian government. When we have a president as a woman, so far in Africa, we celebrate. Any woman would want to associate with that. But now, how far are we? How much in other areas, like on the lowest level, mashinani?
Yeah.
How many spaces? How much are we willing to give women such platforms, such opportunities?
Okay.
So unaona ni kama bado tuna struggle. So ukisema kama wapi? Like to say politics, are we even ready? For example, we will be just having elections very soon. Are we ready to have a woman president in Kenya?
Unajua sasa ukiuliza hivyo pia una include madem kwa hiyo hesabu.
Sasa najaribu kukuambia, unaona wanaume ndani yako tayari unateta. The man in you is not comfortable when we are having such conversation of now.
Mimi niko comfortable mbaya.
Mbona basi, why are you finding it hard ukituambia hata sisi tuko na issues? Then what I'm trying to say, articulate out, bring out your issues without mentioning at madames usikompe. Wewe tuambie tu hizo zenyu.
Here's the thing,
Yes.
Umesema the men have been taken care of.
Yes.
Since time immemorial.
Many a times.
Nikakuuliza by who?
Society.
Society si ni mimi na wewe.
Yeah. So you see, women, we are oriented in a way, that's what I'm saying, not that we are forced, but we've been oriented in a way, especially Africa. Let me not just talk of women, especially Africa, and specifically Kenya, that we've been oriented in a way that things just meant for men. And you find fellow women, of course, now I'm not saying this like complaining that men, because there are men who I know that they are okay with that, they have no problem. But even as women ourselves, we are enemies. There's that notion of women are enemy of their own. Our orientation, we are not oriented in a way that we see we are also in a position to. We hatutoshei, unaelewa? Like kuna vitu tu that meant for men.
Sawa. From a biological standpoint.
Yes.
Una understand mimi na wewe tuko different. Si ndio? So we were created differently. So I think the roles zenye mimi naweza take sio the same roles zenye wewe unaweza take.
Biologically, underlined biologically.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So I think apart from preference, kuna wase wenye wanaweza like yeye ni man anaweza penda kupika. Yeye ni lady anaweza penda kulift na kudu vitu ngumu. It depends on wewe as a person unataka nini. Hii si conversation ya kugeneralize.
By the way, I think hata uko tuko tu sawa. Are we complaining of having pregnancy? Tujai kuwa na shida na hiyo ama ku breastfeed. I've just told you that the other species, we said biologically. So anything to do with biology, we are not changing. But we are talking of skills that people can learn.
Kama gani?
Like kuwa pilot.
Kuna mapilot wengi mamdem.
Thank you.
And
but tunasema kunao wengi. We have not refused, by the way. Sa ile tunasema ati women, umesema maboys, nikisema, okay, mi ndio nimesema, maboys wamepewa space sana, they have been treated differently. Simaanishi hakuna madems kwa hizo sectors. They are there, but not enough to be felt.
Na hiyo ni shida ya nani? Ushanipata? Na hiyo nanileta kwa ile point ya kuna time yenye kuna opportunities.
Yes.
Na opportunities zimekuwa offered equally. Hiyo mimi siwezi complain. Kwa sababu mimi siangalii equality in terms of the outcome. Mimi naangalia equality in terms of the opportunity.
So on that, me and you are together. I'm fine. I'm fine
sana.
with that. In fact, that's what we are saying. Actually, basically, that's what you are saying.
So, kama kuna pilots maboy wengi, mbona like ni issue ya nani? Mademo wamepatiwa as much opportunities as boys. And can that be confirmed?
Actually, maybe it is miscommunication. Ama tuna communicating vibaya from
by
that.
By unamaanisha nani?
Sisi, like I'm speaking for the women. So what I'm saying, issue kama ati ni wangapi ni wengi kuliko madems tuna blame nani? Our gospel now, it's more to our ladies that can you focus, can you pursue your careers, can you follow your dream? You don't be limited because of your sex. So sisi, we are not coming here with placards like mutupe ya bure.
Hapo pia mimi tuko for the same idea, yani sex yako gender isikulimit to.
So my point is tusaidie kuhubiri hiyo. You as a man, preach that to your daughter, preach that to your sister, to your girlfriend, to people around you.
Unaona hiyo?
Utakuwa sawa?
Hiyo iko sawa. Sasa mimi issue yangu inakuja mahali hii energy haikuwa extended kwa boy.
Like, hebu nielewe tuna extend aje.
Hii energy haikuwa extended kwa boy.
Aje.
Sisi bado tunaambiwa, yo, unafaa kuwa gentleman.
Yes.
One.
You know, I'm laughing because like, are you finding pressure to be told to be a gentleman?
Sina issue na kukua issue yangu ni the fact that sipatiwi option nyingine. Shanipata.
The option is be a gentleman.
Yeah, it's either when you gentleman or when you mtiaji.
Now, you see, I think we need to define when we say gentleman, what is our expectation? Because when to us, kusema we ni mtiaji, I don't know my understanding. Maybe our viewers munaelewa be different, but kusema mtiaji, we tend to find it sound negative.
To some extent.
Yeah. So when we talk of a gentleman, my understanding is unafundishwa tu ukue mungwana. Mungwana doesn't mean you are you weak.
Ungwana. Listen. Ungwana. I get that.
Yeah.
Kuna design yenye but kuna nyingine yenye mimi naongelelea ni kuna there is certain things that happen to the disadvantage of the boy.
Hebu nisisikie hizo. Kama gani?
Peana jacket kwa baridi buda. Peana jacket.
Kwani unasikia vibaya? Ni ungwana. Like,
okay,
let's talk of masculinity.
Yeah.
Masculinity, right? Now, positive masculinity.
Yeah.
You've just talked of biologically, we are made different. I don't find it's not out of this world.
Yeah.
If I requested you to offer me a jacket, or my son to offer her sister a jacket, you one, ikifika biologically, mnatuambia we different and you want to be men. At least kuna you are tougher, you are built, your muscles are a bit more stronger. So tuki offer jacket haimanishi like we hautagonjeka like it's because of biology. Yeah, it's biological. That's the reason. No saile hata nyinyi mkienda kitchen mnaambiwa ati ladies tuna hold hiyo sufuria mkono free na mwanaume haezi kushika hiyo maji na mkono bure.
Unajua, you know? Professionally kuna more male chefs than lady chefs. Unajua hivyo. Professionally. So cooking na kitchen has nothing to do with gender. Like hakuna kitu isipokuwa mimi personally na believe kama kuna manual hard work, it's never for the lady. Hiyo ni kazi ya boy. Kwa sababu sisi tuko na strength differently. Hiyo ni but sasa ikifika kwa hizi vitu.
Okay, now you just mentioned a jacket. How do
you
you find
example?
I like it.
Yeah.
And I would really want, now I'm thinking, because you've mentioned, I'm looking at my son in that perspective. You know, wacha sasa nisiangalie tu like any other boy. I'm looking at my son bringing up that kind of argument. If to go out to some lunch or something out, na whether he change, alafu nimwambie offer the sister hiyo jacket. Saki kuiona sasa in a relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sijui mimi silent amwambia apatie sister yake. Me as a parent, I will not find like I'm treating him different from my daughter or the sister. I will do it with he on my mind. Mimi, from where I'm sitting. Mimi, the reason I will tell my son to offer the sister, it will be juu wao wako more stronger naturally. Wanaume wanakuwa tough. Not that tuna assume wako tough, but skinny.
I think you're assumption. I think you're assumption.
Then now I'm answering you that huenda some of these things we just inherited. It could be an assumption we've never known. Now that you've spoken, I will be happy. I'll be glad to know. Do you find that? How do you find it when you are told? Yeah.
Kuna vitu ikifika kukua gentleman. I can help out, but see to my disadvantage. Nah. Not to my disadvantage. Like tunasaidiana. Tukue kwa equilibrium. Kama kuna baridi, ina depend na wewe mse tukitoka ulikuwa unajua place tunaenda na ulikuwa unajua kutakuwa na njoo. Like kuna issues. Kuna vitu. Mimi personally kile niko against hata see the issue ya kupeana jacket. Hata mimi naweza kukupea jacket, but the fact that sina option nyingine, like nisipokupatia hii jacket,
option you have is beard.
Na ushalipata na kukua hiyo gentleman.
Like the opposite of being a gentleman, it means you are not decent.
Yeah.
It means something else. Oh,
hiyo ndio issue yangu, ushanipata. Yeah, exactly. So ningependa sana, I'd like it very much, kukue na option, kukue na ile design ya okay, wewe umekataa nijue wewe utasikia baridi, ni sawa, mimi ndo sikujipanga. Ushanipata.
So let it be on request, not that you want to post it like to press me on it.
Yeah.
You look good. You know, you are like you're being pressed in your own space.
Yeah. Acha nikuulize
to prove a point. Yeah.
How about inaitwaje? Fair na dates. Nani anafaa kuhandle bills?
A nice question. You see, I was listening to you. Na saa hii tu umetuambia, I'll just use your own words to answer you or to respond to you. Utaki kuitwa, you will not be comfortable being called a gentleman when it's not working for you, when it's infringing into your space or pressing you like a person. Now when
I just want the option of doing something else and now, still being regarded as somebody decent.
Now I will just answer you because it's the same thing. I think we are still on the same.
Yeah.
That if you are not paying bills, then you are treated like when stingy. Sindio? Many a times. Unakuwa stingy men association.
Yes.
Like you are the one also to suggest going out, or sometimes we initiate the going out, but you foot the bills. I think this one, any lady listening to this, it depends. I won't speak for anyone, but personally it will depend with also a person you are dealing with, the orientation of your relationship, and the things how you've made your relationship to be. It's the two of you. Let me put it that way. Because I know of ladies also who are now tired of hosting men in their houses. Yeah. Wamewekwa tu. Anakujanga tu, anaona tu, anabet. Analishwa. Sponyo. Madems tu masponyo. So, pia wao wamechoka. So, I think this works for both and depends on an individual. But now, we are talking of how things have made to be. Sindio?
Yeah.
Society. When we talk of nanani, of course we talk of society. That mara mingi a boy child is expected to foot the bills. Yani like sai things are hard. to everyone.
Mbaya sana.
Yeah, ni kubaya, business iko down and maybe jobs affected, but dem anatarajia life ikuwe normal, ukwe like it has been before, like you still need to do those cafes and the rest, the stuff you've been doing, movies, although those sites are now closed, but previously that's how it has always been. Me, I would answer you that it depends, and with the person you meet, if you're in a relationship, be open-minded. I think that's the only gospel I'll preach, that be open-minded, handle your relationship your own style, tuache tu kuinherit vitu vile zinakuanga.
Tunaongea juu ya bills, si ndio? Juu ya bills, wewe umesema kila relationship ikue design yake,
handle iwe kinyinyi, you know, like run your own style, your own relationship. Acha kujicompare because hizo pressure mingi ni juu ya comparison.
Before sasa kama ndo mnapatana,
I think to be natural and a gentleman, it would be more of a gentleman. It's more of a gentleman if you foot the bill on your first date.
As a boy.
Because actually this will just take me to another conversation. I don't know if you'll be comfortable to talk about it. Because now, if you guys are okay on us ladies hitting on you.
Yes.
So naturally, it has been that guys hit on us. So now that you started, I think it's just common sense. It's in order that you keep the relationship rolling. You pay the first bill. Let me see how you do it. You don't expect to meet a lady today and she's paying for that cafe, you know.
Personally, mimi nafikirianga hivi. Msemo nyame initiate, msemo nyame itana. Msemo nyame sema twende out. Msemo nyame sema twende tukakule.
Ndio alipe hiyo siku.
Huwezi suggest twende tudishi.
Na mara mob inakuanga ni nyinyi. Tumesema tu ndio inaanza, tumesema the first one. Okay, me naongelea the first date.
Ni mademu wana initiate though. So hata kama ni yeye ame initiate huko, but as long as ni yeye amesema ni ajitwende ni out. But hata mimi, for example, tukienda out, mimi ndo nimesuggest twendeni out, ikuwe date ama ikuwe tu lunch.
Now
kama
ni
mimi nimesuggest, mimi ndo ndalipa.
Tunaongelea umesuggest, sio kama unanielewa. Tunaongelea of this relationship, mwanzo yake tumeanzia wapi?
Yeah.
And I'm talking of the first one. So if it's the first date, and it is you mwenye umekatia huu dem, I expect that it will be from you because you are looking for a platform to engage her more.
So the
first one you will pay.
Imagine a situation where ni mdema ameitana nje wa kwanza.
We lipa.
Yeye ndo ameinitiate.
Gentleman. We lipa. Nini mwanaume? Pay. You know. Lipa hiyo. In fact, I expect you to pay willingly. Hata si lazima nikue mwenye ameitana. Juu, now we are talking of kama mnaelewana.
Ule mse mwenye ameitisha, mwenye ameinitiate, kama regardless of the gender.
Alipe.
Yes.
Alipe hiyo bill.
Yes. Simple. His train yenye tumewekea the boy.
That's according to Van 2021.
Yes.
Okay.
Black and HD.
To the next conference meeting. A men conference.
Yes.
Uambie hivyo, but ladies, sisi bado tuko hapa tujabadilisha rules zetu that you expect you to foot the bill on your first date. Hizo zingine tunaweza negotiate depending on how you understand each other. Naweza lipia pia kama niko poa.
Bado iko down. Okay, sawa, ina make sense, but like my guys, msquad.
we wachoche tu. Wataachwa, mtaleftiwa.
Ukiachwa usimind, madem ni wengi.
You know, such statements ndio zinafanyanga mnakuwa na kiburi, you know, and that's why we call you kiburi. Actually, that a gentleman should not talk like that. Apologize.
What do you mean?
Oh yes, apologize. I mean a gentleman. At madems ni wengi.
Agree kwanza mimi si gentleman ama.
Sio. I'm dealing with who? When ni mtiaji.
Mimi si mtiaji. Mimi
choose one side. We are not making it sound good.
That's the thing. That's the other thing. First of all, society, check. Exactly. It's historia. It's either you love dogs or you love cats. It's either unapenda rice ama sembe. Buda, nani alidecide hizo stuff? Mbona si like naweza kuwa side zote?
No,
si either or, si ndio?
No,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
but now that's too rude. Doesn't matter gentleman or ama side ingine kabla tukupe category. That statement is harsh. Kutuambia madems ni wengi.
But si ni wengi.
Alafu wako wengi na mnateta. Sasa unaona natural.
Mimi nasema ukiambia umseni aje wewe ndio umeinitiate twende lunch. Twende ukanje. Alafu wazushe. Si una slide.
You know, that sends me to, you're just answering me of now ghosting. Ghosting. Does this contribute to ghosting? Are these some of the things yenye ina lead kwa you guys just vanish in thin air?
Acha nikushow.
Muna dish tu na mdem leo and you guys were happy with the selfies and blah 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 blah. The following day umemblock everywhere. Upatikani, you vanished. No explanation.
Hiyo ina depend on like kumse amepitia nini.
Sasa turudi tena kwa history mapito.
Si history.
Mapito zake tunaingilia wapi na relationship? Yes.
As in what has he gone through? Ndio mpaka hapo. Umeona story ule boy mwenye ati walikuwa wanaulizwa yeye ali break up aje na mdemu wake. Akasema tu aliishia Sunday tao kama wameshikana mkono. Akatoka tu mbio.
Amechizika ama nini?
Ile amechoka manze.
Amechoka na nini?
Amechoka na relationship. Alafu hakuna design.
What do you mean kuchoka?
Anaweza explain.
Amechoka. No explanation.
Yeah, miss okay, sijui relationship yao ilikuwa set up aje, but like alikuwa tu amechoka. So instead of kutry to explain ni aje.
That's why that's why I'm referring this to you. I'm asking what are the reasons of ghosting?
Sasa nataka nikwambie. Kile msee anapitia. Ushanipata? Kuna wase, unajua hizi memes za Facebook wanaandikanga hapo ati conversation importance sijui nini, communication is not as important as the need to understand, the need to comprehend.
So talking is not enough. It is how much are you understood.
Ongea na msee mwenye akona need ya kuunderstand unasema nini. Sijui kama hiyo ina make sense.
Nakusikiliza.
Juu tunaweza communication si ni information back and forth.
Now, when you call it, that's talking. That's why I'm repeating. That's just talking. But communication, the definition of communication is, you
JARIC Google hapo communication.
Na mnaelewana. Actually, yeah, for communication.
Communication si ni kupass information
to another person na kuelewana.
Na yeye arudishe. Yeah, exactly. Sasa tunaweza communicate, but mimi sina intention ya kukuunderstand. Kuna wase wenye
like you blocked your mind.
Siko open-minded first of all. Ushanipata. So, hata si try kuget perspective yako. Tumeongea juu ya story kwa podcast nyingine tulifanya ya empathy. You need to have the intention to understand who is speaking. Ndio mtaelewana.
Like I hear that so much with the relationships you unaambiwanga spouses. You should intend more listen to understand, not listen to answer, to respond.
No, sasa.
So chenye nasema ina make sense.
Yes.
So now, yes, you're ghosting. Ulikuwa umeniambia
ndio hapa buda nimeipata communication. The exchanging of information by speaking, writing or using some other medium.
Just exchanging.
No, so ni exchange.
Back and forth.
Now you are telling me ati inakuanga ni one of the ghosting. Umesema kuna vitu hawajaelewana.
Like vitu unajua okay, hii haiko limited only to boys, but boys hupitia sana. Ushanipata?
Boys ndio hao ghost sana. That's what I'm saying.
Si ndio nasema sasa ni juu ya mastaff mse upitia. Buda unapitia hell.
Now you see that let's talk of hiyo ya tao is just one of them kama example umepeana, but now I'm talking of just a guy mepea dem ball alafu hivyo mlikuwa mnaongea inafika 2 months or 3 months you vanish.
Hawezi ghost mdem wako na ball yako.
It happens. No, hawezi. That's what you know that
okay, technically speaking.
But it happens.
It happens, yes, but technically
you're
ghosting hata. You're quite deadbeat.
Do you know how
because you actually have a reason as to why unahepa umsi.
And we feel very offended because sometimes vile unasema I wish they would communicate. I wish someone angekuwa anasema ni nini namfanya.
Let me tell you something. This is just based on what I know, what I've experienced.
Si hata wewe umeni challenge hiyo gentleman. Sasa si basi hao wenye wanasikia watujibu. Whoever is listening to this, watching this, we are at that point of now who is supposed to give us answers. Hii tabia ya ghosting from boy child is just too much, and it breaks people's hearts, ladies' hearts. It leaves people without closures. Inawacha na maswali mingi. They leave them so bitter.
Regardless.
And at the end of the day, Van, at the end of the day, in a finding, in a mess, that lady maybe to a next relationship. You hata wewe next boy.
Sasa, it has nothing to do with the boys or girls. Ikona
both.
Yeah. Pande zote.
That is common. Nishakwambia ni
before
common.
do anything
and because I have you as a man here, I expect you
to, before you do anything with whoever, kuna ma red flag. Najua. Na red flag hazitaningi green.